Hi, I'm Michelle Myers, and I have an amazing story to tell you today that really is just about how much respect I have for my husband and the stand that he has for the Lord. If you have not been keeping up with us, you don't know our update that my husband recently lost his job. And so if you have missed that update, please go to my blog, michellemyersonline.com, and check out the new chapter for the Myers family blog post, because that will catch you up. And so this is a continuation of that because it's just an amazing story. My husband is incredible. But before I can tell you my story, I have to kind of go on a rant for a little bit. And it's not a huge rant, but one of my pet peeves is most definitely people that have this sense of entitlement. And it's very, very common among my generation. Like, we're kind of known as the you owe me generation. And I just don't understand it. I don't understand how you can think that you should graduate from college and immediately start making the same amount of money as your parents have worked for 30 years to make, and that you should be able to live in this huge house and, all of that. Anyway, I realize that I'm making some pretty large generalizations because not everyone in my generation behaves that way, but as a whole, it's a pretty good rule. Preface this by bragging on my husband because there is zero entitlement in this man. Zero. He is such a hard worker. He has provided amazing for our family, and he immediately, upon getting laid off, he started making smart cuts. For a man who loves his ESPN, we got rid of cable. We downgraded several other things that we knew that we could live without, that were just luxuries that weren't really necessary. And so we just made those cuts very, very quickly instead of waiting until the money ran out or waiting until things really got tight. He made proactive decisions for our family. Then, second of all, we have been blessed by several people who have given us gifts in this season where my husband is without income. And we had one gift that was given to us that just blew our minds. I mean, it's one of those gifts where you have to look at the check and go, you have got to be kidding me. Like, this is from one individual. I don't know what to say. So of course, as soon as I look at the check, I start crying. I'm emotional now that I have my son. So I start crying, and I took the check out to James because he was working in our yard, and he looked at it, kind of dropped his jaw a little bit, very similar to me. Then he looked at me, and the first words out of his mouth were, "Man, Michelle, God expects a lot out of us." I was so touched and I was so blown away by his response, because there's not being entitled, but then there's also that sense of responsibility of, to whom much is given, much is required. His response motivated me. His response inspired me, because while I was grateful and appreciative, my first response wasn't, "Man, we're going to get to bless others someday. We're going to get to do that." And James is already there. So the next time that you're blessed, I'm going to encourage you to do the same thing that I'm going to challenge myself to do. I'm not even going to allow myself to get excited before I stop and pray that God would give me an opportunity to bless somebody else in the same way, and recognize that responsibility and embrace it. I hope this blessed you as much as it blessed me. Have an awesome day.